Well, good afternoon, everyone. So good to be back together. It's good to see you all. We will go ahead and call our meeting to order. And again, with a prayer. Brandon, will you come and lead us? Let's pray. Lord, we thank you for allowing us to come together in fellowship and unity, Lord. We know that when we come together in unity, and where two or three are gathered, you are in the midst. And we know that as we plan and just think about things in our community to make it better, help us to continue to look for you for wisdom and guidance and direction, and just continue to figure out how to love others more and more every day. And we give you the glory in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Let's join in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Tom and Miss Nancy. Song.
You know, Gary Gates is a club. I was really looking forward to her on the keys today. She said, you know, I hadn't played piano since I played here last year. I might not be able to do it. You think we believe that? No. But Nancy Wood's not help. Let's sing All Hail the Rotary.
Recently moved from Thomasville down to Denton, and so she's not able to be with us as often as before, but long overdue. We've actually been wanting to recognize you and celebrate you a little bit, and so our club pulled together in honor of your many, many, many years of leading us and being a part of this club and leading in the music. We're excited to pull together, and the club has got these two gifts for you. One is this beautiful piano, which reads Miss Nancy Woods, the grand pianist for the Thomasville Rotary Club. Another, thanks to the help of Avis Fine Jewelry, is this necklace with a music note on it. So we are so grateful. Thank you.
To serve, for to be here with your club for over 4 years. I found a bulletin because I couldn't establish just when I started, but I found one from May 1984, and my name was already listed as pianist. It's been a wonderful journey. I look forward to lunch on Wednesday and following special musicians Mrs. Susan Finch that I met way back at the beginning of my trip was a great person and a good musician. And then Frank Tucker was another on the list of your people that played for a long time. So just being on the same list with those two is very, very special. And I have to recognize a special friend, Maxie Crowder, and his family. Maxie was a great supporter, and he and his family made me a Rotary Fellowship person, Harris Fellowship, and Club made me an honorary member. You're a great, great group. Thank you. Never could I have imagined. After 40 years, I will stand you up. The last 2 days that I was supposed to start. Love you.
And we're so grateful for you, and we love you too. And I think your music leading companion, Mr. Tom, has a few words to share.
I just wanted to say, and I've said this to somebody before, you've heard this, Nancy is so personal, and her mind and her fingers work so well together, and we sometimes may take that for credit, and it's not always what you think it is. She works hard at it. She's very humble. Very rarely is there a song that comes up, and Kim manages to find some neat ones, that she doesn't know. Maybe once in these many years, possibly twice, she didn't know a song. And she said, I'm not familiar with that song, but I do it. And so I hummed the tune to her, and dadgum, if she didn't play it, she really is good. She helped when we did that for the Derby, the Derby deal that we did for a couple of years. She helped arrange that and help get through that. But Nancy is among the best. She's always been dedicated to this community and obviously to this club. And following the steps of Maxie Crowder's tough. Nancy, thank you for all you've done.
Well, moving along. Chuck is serving as our sergeant at arms today. Chuck, do we have any visiting Rotarians with us today?
President Jason, we have 2 visiting Rotarians today, John and Nancy Crowder.
Welcome. Well, how about guests of Rotarians? Does anyone have a guest with her today? Candace.
I have my sister-in-law, Heather Beach, here with me. She's coming to visit and check everything out. Hopefully she'll come back again and enjoy this.
Any other guests? Okay. Well, moving on to announcements, we only have a couple coming up as far as the club goes. One, just a reminder that tomorrow, February 19th, 1:30 to 6 p.m. Is our club's blood drive. Larry, how are we looking for that?
Well, at this point, it looks great. We have 2 slots available.
Only 2 slots.
One for Powerade and one for regular blood. As I've said many times before, we always have slots that become available during the day. So if anyone wants to come, I'm sure you'll be able to get it.
Awesome. So that's tomorrow, 1:30 to 6 at Memorial, United Methodist. If you have some free time tomorrow, we can just drop by. Is that right, Larry?
I'm sorry?
They can just drop in.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And that's something we love to stay on top of as a club. It's an easy way for us to serve. And so if you have the opportunity tomorrow, we'd love to invite you to
I
participate.
think the one appointment that's available is at 3:45.
3:45, there's an appointment still there. So if you're free at 3:45, see Larry, he can get you signed up, or you can sign up online there as well. Next thing, we've been just continuing to talk about this. If you have any interest, we love our district's conference every year, and so that's coming up on April 23rd to the 26th at Atlantic Beach, and a number of us are going. If you're interested or just curious about what happens with that and would like more details, come see one of us, either Kim, myself, or both. We'd be glad to share details on that with you. It's a wonderful time, and I've said this before, every time that I do anything with Rotary, I always leave inspired and feel like I've learned something. So district conference is certainly one of those moments, and we'd love to invite you to be a part of that with us as we go to that. Only other announcement I've got from the club is next week we are participating in a wonderful thing. We've been talking about this for a few weeks, but our CPR training that will be a part of our meeting. And a few folks have said, I don't understand how is this going to work? What's this going to look like? Our meeting next week will still be at the same time, 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Everything normal as far as that. We may, within that hour, things may shift a little bit. We still have a program, the meal, prayer, all the things that we normally do. But from 11 o'clock, if you're able to come a little early, from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, there is the CPR training will be going on. And that'll be happening back there in the tea room. And so we'll have a presentation that'll be about that, and then there will be time available allotted during our meeting to get up and go back there and do trainings. It will be in small groups of training, so not individual. The trainings only take about 5, less than 10 minutes per training. And the neat part of this is we are partnering with Davidson County EMS and participating in Duke University's race car trials. And this is an initiative that they're doing, and that particular initiative is to see 30,000 people in North Carolina trained in CPR. And so we're participating not only for our club, but for Thomasville, abroad in Davidson County. So again, if you know someone that you might want to invite to this is a great thing to invite someone to our meeting and invite someone to that training. It's free, and again, I'm a Tar Heel through and through, but I'm all about supporting Duke in this initiative. But that's next week, meeting time as usual, but if you are able, come at 11, and the training is happening from 11 to 1. So we're looking forward to it. If you got any other questions, just come see me. I'll get you in the know about it. Any other announcements upcoming? We do have one other club event. Heather, talk to us about that. We want to put it on people's radar. Kentucky Derby.
Yes, Kentucky Derby is May 2nd, so right now we're trying to get the sponsorships and auction items. We want to sign an auction. So Kim and Hope felt like every club member should get us something. We're Kim will be something year but next year. But yes, please consider donating. It'll be May 2nd.
Awesome.
And I'll add on to that, and because a lot of you actually volunteer, you do things along the way. Some of you aren't able to give of your time, so this year we might ask, if you'll do a sponsorship or you'll donate an item that we can include in the auction, or potentially donate a bottle of bourbon that we can either auction or include in a bourbon pool. So yeah, committee's meeting for the first time tomorrow and really getting a head start on that. But the real reason I wanted to make an announcement that those of you who receive invoices through email, you may have noticed you haven't gotten an email recently with Rotary invoices. I had a computer crash, which actually broke the connection between the email and the accounting system. And when none of the wreaths got paid for, I began to realize that even though things had been sent, they did not reach you. So we're in the midst of getting that all corrected. So anybody that's had questions on those emailed invoices, you should be getting those soon.
Okay, thank you for that. If you have questions about it, just go see Hope, and she'll get you informed. And back to our Kentucky Derby. This is another one. It's one of our biggest fundraisers of the whole year. A fun one too. I met last year. Kim and I missed it because we were at district conference that weekend. But I'm looking forward to it this year. What was our total hope that we raised last year?
Goodness, we were just over 20,000 in profit last year, which drastically increased our ability to support local organizations.
Yeah. Every bit of that money goes right back out into the community. But last year profited just over $20,000 from that one event. And the team, y'all were rock stars, the folks who put that together. I just can't commend you enough, but we're looking at this year being just as great, if not better. We need all hands on deck, and it's such a great fundraiser, but like I said, the money goes right back into our community, so it's all for a great cause. And it's a great time, so be sure to mark your calendars, and we'll continue to bring info about that as we get closer. This Friday night, Habitat for Humanity. Anything you want to say about that, Judy?
I think we got 10 tickets left, but we're now, so anybody's interested, last chance.
They will get sold. 10 tickets. It is Steve.
Next Friday.
Oh, sorry, next Friday. Yeah, thank you for correcting me. I'll be here. I got my tickets, but I'm living in the future, I guess. Next Friday, that is Habitat for Humanity's annual gala. It's right in this room. A great cause as well. But that night's another fun night. There's an Elvis concert in here. And I've said this before, I learned that my daughters are both Elvis fans through this event. And they're all about it. A great cause, only 10 tickets left. So it will sell out if you're interested. See Judy or even myself, we can get you in on that. It's going to be a great event. Any other announcements? Oh, Elaine.
Empty Bowls is coming up, and I'll find them as well. The raise goes to CCM or Home Solutions of Davidson County. And the date is March the 20th. All tickets will be bought online this year. So in your bulletin, you will see a QR code, and if you keep the bulletins, and you can put that on, use your phone, and it'll take you straight to buying the tickets. So I hope you all come March the 20th, but you'll need to get your tickets when they go live on February the 24th because they go very fast. And CCM needs the money. Last year we raised with a donation that we got at the end about $38,000.
Wow, that's awesome.
So if you have anything you want to donate or please send it. Thank you.
Thank you, Elaine. All right, the moment you're waiting for. We're here again. Michael, I'm sorry.
Can I do it?
Please, yeah.
Stand without the back. A couple of weeks ago, Thomasville was fortunate to have the Buddhist monks walk through our community. We may have heard about it. Only about 10,000 people showed up for it. And the city staff did a tremendous amount of work to make that happen. And not only did the city staff do it, but Grace Lutheran Church had volunteers that came out. We had EMS volunteers. We had a lot of community volunteers that did various things. And one of those behind-the-scenes volunteers that stepped forward was Steve Teglis, a Rotary member, and obviously the owner of this facility. He and his staff provided food for all of the employees that came out and worked that event for us. And I just wanted to publicly thank him for that. And also, we created a challenge coin specifically for the event. And so I want to present this to him.
He's in a PACE meeting.
Oh, that's Pace's meeting.
He's in a PACE meeting.
We also gave these kind of challenge coins to his staff that helped us. So Steve, he's already got his, but I wanted to formally announce the fact that the city presented this to him earlier today, his staff, and we really thank him for that effort. His food was excellent. It was on a Sunday. We didn't even ask for the food until I think Saturday evening. So it was very important to have that support from the community to help our staff perform Stephen and his son. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay, let's split the pot. Where are we at today on the pot?
Good afternoon. So today, $377 was collected. It brought the pot up to $5,389. So the split will be $2,694.50. Okay.
Look at Corey. Corey bought like half the roll.
I see a gentleman that didn't, it's on my heart to let me draw it. Hold on 1 minute. There's one that's not broken, so we don't want to be unfair. Okay, it was 11:52, the last four. 11:52.
Everybody cross your fingers.
That's my little kid.
Well, we wanted to take a quick moment as well. Stan, will you come and help us in honoring our birthdays for the month of February?
Just, I need to add a word about Nancy. She's one of those rare individuals that I never have heard a crossword from her, and I've never heard a crossword about her from anybody else. And that's a rarity, I think, in the world today. It's a real tribute to the character that she has. The other thing that impressed me about Nancy is over those 40 years, she finally got to the point where she could play that Happy Birthday song without any sheet music. And I was impressed by that. So, good job, Nancy. Well, it's February 18th, and that officially confirms the notion that time does indeed fly. And February not only flies, but is chock full of fabulous opportunities to celebrate. It all begins on February 1, which, believe it or not, is National Get Up Day. So we start the month off getting up. That's also the beginning of Black History Month. And then that's followed February 2nd by Groundhog Day and Paul Mitchell Day. February 8th is Super Bowl Sunday and the day Billy Freeman was born. Michael Brant came into the world on February 10th, soon followed by Tommy Hodges on the 11th. And Tommy barely nosed out Abraham Lincoln on the 12th. And the Surratts, Holden and Hope, Holden on the 13th and Hope on the 14th, made February a family affair, with David Snap joining Holden on the 13th as the non-Surratt birthday celebration. And we should also note that all these years Hope has been kind enough to allow us to observe Valentine's Day on her birthday, which is big. And speaking of sharing, even though George Washington was born on the 22nd of February, he agreed to share the 16th with Abraham Lincoln to avoid school children from having to miss too much class time. And of course, yesterday was Shrove Tuesday, the last day before Lent, and that set off a whole round of pancakes and Mardi Gras celebrations. And today is, Jason, where are you? Ash Wednesday. It's also the first day of Ramadan, and it's unofficially Pepto-Bismol Day as a follow-up to all those pancakes. Today is also Remembrance Day. And that's the day that we remember the thousands of Japanese Americans who were sent to internment camps during World War II. And I'm not sure that's a day to celebrate, but it's one to remember. And then February closes with a flourish, with Beth Gibbons having her birthday on the 27th, Joe Hedgepeth on the 28th, and Sam Everhart every 4 years on the 29th. February is also the month of love, L-U-V. And if our birthday Rotarians will stand, we would love to sing a lovely song to you. And I'd ask Tom to crank it up and lead us in that direction. Is any birthday person here? All right.
Vince is still over there.
I'll play it.
We can do it, fellas.
Go for it, Jeff. Go, you got it. You got it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Rotarians. Happy birthday to you.
Well, in honor of birthdays and also in alignment with our presentation today, you will notice that the card buckets are on the tables. We take an opportunity once a month to put those on the tables, and we do it the same day that we celebrate birthdays of Rotarians. This is a great opportunity for you to make a donation to CART in honor of a birthday event of one of our Rotarian members. No? What? I don't have it.
In memory of someone who died of Alzheimer's.
Oh, okay. Well, that too. We do both. We do the birthdays in honor of them, and then also in memory of someone who has passed due to Alzheimer's. So buckets are on the table. If you feel led, please, we encourage you to donate. Joseph, will you come and introduce our speaker and programmer for today?
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I always look forward to this meeting. John Revell has been a member of the Rotary Club of Ashboro for 30 years. He is a past president of the club, a Paul Harris Society member, and a member of the Roger Ackerman Circle, and district chair of CART. John has been married to his wife Nancy for 53 years. He's the father of 3 grown children and grandfather of 6. He enjoys his family, traveling, and God. Join me in a warm welcome for John.
Not sure I really want this up here, but thank you, Joseph, for the introduction, and thank you for letting me be at the Thomasville Rotary Club for my second presentation to you guys. You guys were my first presentation a year ago, and I really enjoyed coming over here then, and we certainly enjoy being here now. I'll add a couple of February events. My wife Nan's birthday was February 13th also. We celebrated that, I told her, right, on the cruise ship in the Caribbean for her birthday. We decided to go somewhere warm and sunny. I tried to bring the sunshine back. It didn't quite make it past Savannah, but it's working its way. But and then, interestingly enough, on the 14th, 54 years ago, we had our first date. And so that's always a good time for me. I was fortunate to have the opportunity to have a birthday and a Valentine's Day back to back, and that's saved a lot of money over the years. So you find other ways to spend it. You do Paul Harris, you do Polio Blood, you do CART. And CART is Coins for Alzheimer's Research Trust. I've expanded that a little bit to be coins, cash, credit cards. What's that little symbol thing? You got one in your bucket?
QR code.
Yeah, QR codes. You know, there's just so many ways to contribute to CART beyond coins. And if you think about last year, we as a CART foundation gave away $2 million in grants at last year's annual meeting. This year, we hope to do more than that. It's not been announced yet. We're gonna have our annual meeting, I think, the end of June or early July. And the contributions have gotten significantly stronger. We've had a contributor from Salisbury last year contributed $1 million for the 7680 district. We're 7690. Last year we raised about $50,000 as a district. This year we're over $300,000 just year to date. So, and we've had a pledge from a Rotarian that asked to be remain anonymous. We're not sure. I'm not sure exactly how much it is yet. It's significant. We're hoping we can compete with the district in Charlotte and really get a big boost out of that. But we're hoping that we're going to be able to see more grants this year than we did last year. So how many people in the room have had someone in your life, family, friend, or whatever, that's been impacted by Alzheimer's? You know, and that's what I see everywhere I go. I told the story last year. I recognized some faces from last year, but there's a few more people here this year than last year. I thought when I saw all the cars in the parking lot that I might have come the wrong day. It's sort of like having when we have our company, what do you call it? Your business meetings that you have maybe once a quarter, or you may have them once a month, once a quarter. Used to, people didn't show up for those. And it's really interesting, over the last couple of years, we've had some very strong participation on those club assembly days. Club assembly, yeah. Because there's so much going on. But anyway, my wife's giving me to move along here. But you know what brought us into supporting CART is 3 years ago, our son-in-law was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. And it's been a very big challenge watching our daughter and him continue to advocate for Alzheimer's research. They continue to go to Washington and represent the state of North Carolina Alzheimer's Association in trying to get more funding for Alzheimer's research. And not only for the research, but also to support the caregivers. If you think about it, Alzheimer's is tough on the individual that's suffering, but there's somebody else, family, friend, or whatever, that is having to take care of that person. And we have watched our daughter. Fortunately, she got a degree in counseling at the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill. And you know, she was moving along very well in the education system, working as a counselor. And then when he was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's, it changed her focus altogether. And now she doesn't work full time. She doesn't get paid to work anymore. She takes care of her husband. And you know, it's really interesting because it's almost like every day waiting to see who you're going to wake up next to. There are days that he gets up and he's ready to go play tennis. He's a very talented individual. Played tennis at Davidson University outside of Charlotte, and he's a big. He loves to win. Okay, and he's kept himself in very good physical shape. Mentally, he still struggles a little bit. He has been taking a drug called Leqembi, which was a new drug within the last 2 years. But the deal with Leqembi is you take it for 18 months, and then they stop the treatment. Now, they don't do an MRI at the end of the 18 months to see where you are, but they just base the fact that through the studies and trials that they did, what they found was after 18 months, whatever Lutempi was going to do to help was going to be over, okay? So we find that a little bit challenging because we want to know where he is. Did it stop everything? Or we know that it doesn't necessarily help anything. It removes the plaque from growing in the future, but it doesn't necessarily repair anything that was destroyed in the past. He also has premature primary aphasia, which is a frontal lobe disorder. And what that does is he knows what he wants to say, but he just can't get that to transfer from his brain to his mouth. And that's a real challenge. And he gets real frustrated. There are days that you would sit and talk to him and you'd never know it. He would be able to carry on a conversation very well. 2 days later, he may be trying to put his shirt on like pants. You know, it's just, you just don't know. But we continue to just hope that whatever damage was done is stopped now, and we're able to see him at least be able to continue to live a reasonably stable life. He like I say, he really enjoys tennis, pickleball, and the only thing better than just playing the game is to win. So it's
Tell them how old they are.
how old they are. Carter is 61, and Kate is, what, 46 now? It's hard to tell, they grow so quickly. And but it's a real tough thing when you're at that age and you deal with that. They still travel a good bit. It was interesting when we had the snow and ice a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, and Dan and I got stuck at home for that week, but we left for the Caribbean the following Friday. And so we missed the 8.5-inch snow that you guys had also.
What were you going to say about 15?
When we had the snow and the ice the first time, she calls her mom that morning and she's got a picture on the phone. And it shows two people sitting in an airplane seat, and they decided to head to St. Martin for the week to get away from the snow and the ice. So I did tell her when she got back, I said, you should have extended that for one more week. But that's okay, we'll go and take your place and be good to go. You know, we find that supporting Alzheimer's is just a continuation of what we've done in the past. We have been supporters of the American Cancer Society for years. It's been a family thing. Nan's dad and his family have suffered through cancer through a genetic disorder, and that is a familial thing. So it's something that we deal with as a family, and we've always understood that. You can see it, you can feel it, you can touch it. Alzheimer's is just a little bit different. You just don't know when it's going to happen and at what age or whatever. But okay, I'm going to open up for questions if anybody has any. I'm going to tell you this: the Roger Ackerman Circle. Does everybody know how to get into DAC-DB? Now, you're good Rotarians. Yeah, I'm not very good at it either. I wasn't until I got this job. But if you go into DAC-DB, you can go to mycartfund.org. Okay? Not going to DAC-DB. Go to mycartfund.org. Use your DAC-DB password and username, and it'll take you to the site. When you do that, it gives your club recognition for whatever contribution you make. And I have found, I got into this with Gary Eberhardt years ago when he was the cart chair, and I signed up as I gave him my credit cards is what I did. That was the first mistake I made. And then all of a sudden every month, $15 started coming out. And I think it only takes like 10 a month to be in the Roger Ackerman Circle. But that's the easiest way. It's painless because you don't see it, you don't feel it.
And so if you go on, you put your credit card number in there, tell it what day of the month you want it to draw, and it just puts it right into the fund. Gives you recognition and also gives your club recognition. It can be seen at the district level. So I really support that kind of way because it's easy, and I like all things to be easy. Any questions? Yes.
Is the Alzheimer's Association doing any research in frontal lobe?
I'm sure they are. I'm sure there are people that get support doing frontal lobe, but I can't speak directly to that. I know we have supported a few grants. We've had a couple of grants where people were dealing with that issue, but there's been nothing in the last year or two as far as treatment for that particular case.
There's an institute in California that specializes in it.
Okay.
Do you know where in California or
I'll
what?
have to look it up on my site.
Okay. Thank you.
Anything else? Well, I appreciate your time and appreciate the opportunity to come and speak.
Thank you.
Jason, we'll have t-shirts, sweatshirts after the meeting.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that. John, I'm sorry, I don't think we even shot through your whole slideshow up here, but he had a bunch of wonderful slides. Hey, thank you all for coming and sharing that with us, John and Nancy. And this is, again, something that we as a club support and are always passionate about supporting CART. And if you have change in your pocket, dollars in your pocket, checkbook, today is a great day to donate. And the buckets are on the table once a month. And today are a little bit more of what we're actually donating to and the why behind it. But that's a great reason to give. And as always, we've said, anytime that you're giving through Rotary, it's certainly trustworthy. And they're putting it right in the hands of the people who need it. So we encourage you on that. Well, that's all we have for today for our meeting and program. Will you stand with me? It's been so good being together today and seeing you all. But as we part ways and go to different places, as we always leave you with this challenge, as we go to different places of work in the four corners of our community, may you have ears to hear the needs of this community, eyes to see those needs, and may you have a heart that is ready to serve. And in all the things that we think, say, or do, first, is it true? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?